Can you tell me what's wrong with this sample?
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you understand as a black woman why I would have a problem with that?
Yeah, I can double check who...
How could that be a mistake? Because this King, that's my last name, right? Comma would be my first name, correct?
Yeah.
How do you misspell Kiera as Kong? That's insane.
Yeah, I can double check who did that. I'm honestly not sure who printed that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Previously, we've never had like any sort of issue like that. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now. Like, that's unacceptable. And even if it is a typo, which, like, if they want to pull that and say that that's what it was, how? Seriously?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure how that happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So are you able to, like, go in and see, like who did it, what? Because was that in my chart? How does that happen?
Let me double check. No, like that's not anywhere in the chart. I do see your name is listed here as King, which, let me see.
Right. Like, that's, like, reportable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's, like...
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Let me just try to get more information, okay? I do apologize. Again, it wasn't me who, like, printed that label.
I understand.
I'm not sure how it happened.
I understand. I cannot walk out of this office without raising that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Up as a concern, because what do you mean? That's a black woman comes into, right, doctor's office seeking care to be taken care of, and they receive.
Yeah. Okay, let me just try to get a little bit more info, okay?
Thank you.
I'll be right back. Medical assistant helping you today?
It was, I see that I put the name incorrect on there. It wasn't really my intentions to do that. Your name on there is not what it seems on there. Like I did mention to her, and she did mention to me that you want this all reported. That is totally fine. It wasn't really my intention to put your name like that. I did give it to you, and we were double checking it to see if it was incorrect or correct. We didn't mention anything.
We didn't double check anything. You said, have you done a sample like this before?
Have you done a sample, and then I gave it to you, and you went to the restroom.
Correct. So why are you saying that we were checking the name?
We were checking the name, because I asked if it was incorrect or...
No, you didn't.
Okay, but...
No, you did not.
Okay.
You said, we walked to the door. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. We walked to the door. You said, have you done a sample like this before? I said, no. And then, or I said yes, and then you said, okay. And then you opened the door. Right?
You opened the door and I gave it to you.
Correct.
Yeah,
so when did we check the name?
And then I gave it to you, and then like I said, it wasn't my intention. I literally just checked my computer just now to see the name, and I was like, I know why she's upset because I put the name on there incorrect. But like I mentioned to her, and I'm gonna mention to you, if you feel some type of way of how I wrote it, and you want to report me, that is totally fine. But like I'm saying it to both of you, it was really not my intention to put that on there.
So here's my thing. One, I don't understand how you could mistype something like that. I don't understand how you can write Kong instead of Kiera. How did you mistype that?
I was typing. To be honest, I type really fast. I don't double check when I'm typing really fast. I did put your name on there, but for some reason it went to an error. But like I mentioned to you, it was in
So it auto-corrected from Kiera to Kong? That's crazy.
But
and then additionally, what I have a problem with now is that you're straight up fabricating that we checked the name on the bottle when we did not. Okay. Did we check the name on the bottle?
Like I said, for me, I did check it, and I checked it with you, but you...
So you checked it. So you made a typo. You were typing really fast, and then you checked it, and then...
No, I didn't check it. I just put
So
it
now you
there.
didn't check it.
I didn't check it. I just...
This is ridiculous. I'm done with this conversation. Please give me her name, and I will report it. Thank you.
I'll give you my name right now, okay?
Her name on her test tube. In a real kind of way, I would have hopped up out that seat and King Kong would have beat his chest up to that doctor's office and covered the bill. She came up there for a physical, and y'all lucky she didn't leave physically assaulting y'all. Next time a white person call me a monkey, I'm liable to jump up like that chimpanzee did in the early 2000s. Y'all play all the fuck day. Her name is Kiera King, talking about some autocorrect. Ain't no fucking autocorrect at the doctor's office. If y'all blaming autocorrect, I'm convinced that y'all be going to the back and asking Siri what to do to people. I'm gonna tag her, and then I'm gonna put a video of the doctor's office response. Don't forget to like this video and follow me. Let's talk about some more shit, friend.
Tell me y'all have seen by now. I saw it this morning, so I wanted to give it a little time to make its way around the whole TikTok airways. But it was a story of a black lady and she was recording it. So I listened to like what she recorded from the lab tech. A lady came in, and from reading from the comments, y'all, I didn't even have to read the comments. When I listened to the woman and her backpedaling of comments, it immediately stood out to me in the fact that I knew that she was motherfucking lying. She had gotten caught in typical, when you call out white people on their bullshit fashion, they're of course gonna try to, feign ignorance, play dumb, give you these dumbass excuses, and then seem surprised when you're unwilling and make it known that you're unwilling to accept the ridiculousness of their excuses. Instead of her, I would have felt so much better for that woman, for Kiara King, if the lab tech had at least said, ma'am, I'm sorry. Now, she was going to get in trouble, I feel, either way, because I could tell that Kiara was not just going to let this go, and just act like, shrug it off, oh gosh, I don't want to get you, because the girl, you knew she was going to be in trouble for, because she kept saying, I know you probably want to report it, but I just didn't, and even the other girl before, so you knew that they were in on it together because of the way that they were talking and handling, and when she went and got it. I love the fact that Kiara doubled down on the fact that, and she cut her off, because that she let her get more chatty with her than I would have now. Now, granted, I'm a part-time psycho, but I think Kiara handled that wonderfully. In the fact that I knew that, hey, like, baby, just keep calming so you can get to your, De Niro later. And she did. Because she recorded, she didn't show their face or anything. She just recorded like the verbal conversation of them literally giving her or trying to give her a plethora of excuses as to why. But all the nurses and people that do stuff like this, that work in that type of field, said that it's impossible. Said that you have to check, then double check. And you got to look at some more stuff. But the fact that she was sitting there holding her tube with her name, and it had King Kong on it, y'all. King Kong. This woman's name is Kiara King, and she tried to make it seem like it was a typo. She tried to give us some excuse about, maybe she gets overlooked. Then she tried to tell her that they had looked at it together, and Kiara was like, you just said, it was obvious, y'all, that she was motherfucking bullshit. Bravo, Kiara King. Bravo. You don't let nobody, especially no fucking group of white people, label you as no motherfucking King Kong and shrug it off or play blind to it as if you didn't see it. We done with that shit, y'all. And these new generation of fucking around and finding out white people doing precisely that. They fucking around and they fucking finding out.
Did y'all see that video of that woman that went to that clinic to get whatever kind of care she was seeking? I don't give a damn what it was. I don't give a fuck if it was STD test. I don't give a damn. But while she was there, she noticed they wrote like on her thing to put her sample in, King Kong. Mind you, her name is Kiara King. But on her sample thing where they write your name, the patient's name, it said King Kong. Now, me personally, if I experienced that, I would start windmilling on every last one of them damn nurses that was in that damn facility. But she was very nice, very sweet about it, very professional in my fucking opinion, and asked them, so how did this happen? She goes, oh, it's a typo. Like, I saw it on there, but I think it was a typo. I'm gonna, like, look into this further. Basically, she went to ask the person who put King Kong on this lady's sample thing why it's on there. The lady comes in the room, y'all. First of all, I can tell by the accent she's Hispanic. She's Hispanic. I can tell by the accent. There's no mistaking that. She goes, oh, like, if you feel some type of way about it, like, I can understand why you would feel some type of way about it. Feel some type of way about it, bitch. I'm about to drag every last one of y'all. Somebody finna get their ass beat. Somebody in a lawsuit. Like, they literally tried to gaslight her like it was a typo. There is no confusing Kiara King. My name is Kiara. With King Kong. The characters of which my name is spelled aren't even close. There is no autocorrect when I type my name in anything. So I know for a fact it wasn't a typo. It wasn't a mistake. Y'all put that on there to be funny. Y'all are racist. And y'all are fucking ridiculous thinking that she wouldn't notice. It's a name she's had her entire life. Literally from the day she was born up until this point. I hope she sues the shit out of that whole practice. I'm talking about sue them so bad that her name ends up on the doors.
Sue them, Kiara King. Sue that medical office. There is no way in hell that she misspelled your name from Kiara King to King Kong. Sue them, okay? There is no way that shit autocorrected to Kong. And then she tried to come in and gaslight you. Then she tried to come in and say she went over it with you and you didn't say nothing was wrong with it. Sue them people. You got every right. You got every right. People over here be playing in our faces. You a better woman than me because I would have put that office on blast and the name of that chick on blast. Okay, file your complaint. And when you said San Diego, I was like, oh yeah, the racists be racing out there, you know. But file your complaints, get you a lawyer, and tell us who it is.
Baby, I salute that girl who was in that clinic when they typed her name wrong and put it as King Kong. I salute her because she held her composure so good. She was so respectful, even though she knew they was playing in her face. One thing I don't like is to be lied to. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if I'm too deep off in TikTok street, so y'all on the same street as me, but it was a girl had went to the clinic. Her name was Kiara King, but on her paperwork, like on her little tube thing for like blood and stuff like that, they put King Kong. And when she said something about they was trying to act like, oh, I was just typing real fast. I asked you, was everything on it correct? And the girl like, no, you didn't ask me anything. You didn't ask me to overlook. You didn't ask me to verify if any of my information was wrong. But the girl's constantly like trying to like go back and forth with her and play in her face. And she did not get mad. She kept her composure and she was still letting them know like none of that happened. Like y'all spelled my name wrong. And even if it was a typo, like why not go back and fix it? And they still trying to justify it. And it be like, it sucks that so many times stuff be happening to colored people. People always trying to act like we over dramatic or we just doing too much when like people really be